All right, so they're going to add a new feature here. Now, this is the editor for artists on Kiki who have a website. They built a website through our website. It's a website builder. And they've got a couple of things here already on their pages, including a custom page, but we're going to add this new feature, which is an external link. And all it's going to do is it's going to enable them to add a new link to their menu. So on the top here, there'll be a menu of links, and one of the links on the menu is going to be whatever they put in here as an external link. So we're going to just drill into this page and live code it together. I haven't actually thought through this yet, so we'll just figure it out as we go. So here's the button here. And yeah, so we're just going to add a workflow. And I guess we're going to create a new thing. Actually, this doesn't make sense. We have to build a little something first because we need data. So I'm in this external links section. This custom pages section is above. And then down here, this was what I put together for building a custom page. Oh, I already have this. Look at that. I built this and I totally forgot, except I didn't spell it right. So I think what I did is I copied this and pasted it in here, but it doesn't actually do anything. So like if we look in here, this create, see that's not even right. That's create page. So there's no workflow here. So this kind of exists, but I haven't done anything with it. Let's take a look. This is hidden on page load and visible when we change the configuration text to 6. So what that is that's these. So when you click on these different little menu things, it changes the state to different numbers, and that just shows changes which things you can see. So oh yeah, look, so this was that link name that was under 6 as well. So we need to add like a 7 here. And this will be the external link page. And I guess we should make this, make that visible. And actually the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to copy this custom state because I remember there's a couple of other things we needed to do. So we want to show external link section. And what we're doing in here is we're setting this to 7. And then is landing page is being set to no. That's something we had to do. Okay, that's good. And then I've lost this. I'm going to find my way back there. And we're going to trigger that section. So that should show that. Let's refresh and see how that looks. Very slow today. All right, nice. And does that work? No, it doesn't work. We'll fix that later. Link name should be page name, not link name. And then I guess, is this a good UI? You click on this and then it creates it. Yeah, why not? Okay, so this obviously needs to be link name. And this needs to be create link. I guess we should add some other info like, please enter a valid URL. Beginning with HTTPS. You can format that a little bit. Can we do? Why not? Okay, actually, let's make it bold too. That's kind of not standing out very much. All right. Oh, we need the name and the URL, obviously. So let's pop that back there. You know what? This is, I'm going to make this into a column instead of a row so that they're all down like that. Let's give a little bit of spacing. 10 is probably good. Link. Let's say full URL. And now these will make more sense because these can go up. That's going to go, reveal. Okay, this is going to pop in there. And then this is going to pop in there. I did them backwards. Okay, that one goes down there, and this one goes up there. Now that makes a lot more sense. Also, this needs to be, we're using a label style, link name, and why is that full width? I hate that. There we go. So link name, and I'm gonna copy paste it, make this link URL, and that's also labeled now good, and pop it to the right spot. No, I didn't. Where did that go? That's why you shouldn't drag and drop in Bubble, because you lose things. There we go. This, and this are sort of a little group. And in there's 10. This, and wait, that got wait. This, and this are a group. They're going to have a 10 thing. And then the parent group, we're going to increase. Why is that 8? It should be like 20. Oh, somehow these got put in the wrong. That goes there. That goes there. And then button needs to go out. There we go. So now the spacing is a little better. Link name, link URL. Why is that like that and that's like that? Maybe it's because this does nothing. Delete that. That works. That looks better. Okay, so when you create that external link, we're going to get the name and the URL. We're going to save it. So create external link. Now we're going to actually create a thing. Create a new thing. Guess we need to create a new thing, a new type of thing. This is called an external URL. And it has to have a name, text, and a URL, just text. So name is input, link names, value. What's the other one? Full URL. Oh, obvious. Full URL's value. Okay, so we're going to create it when you say we're going to make it, and we have to add it to this website too. So make changes to the website. Current pages artist site, that's our website. And we're going to add a new field, which is the external links. And these are external links. How do I get those? Did I not just create something called external link? Oh, external URL. Okay, that's why I couldn't find it. Let's try that again. External URL, or link. URL. Okay, now I'm confused. Where'd it go? First off, let's change this name. Whoa, what's happening? Glitch, glitch. Okay, refresh. Also, I saw one issue pop up there. What was that? Okay, external. There we go. Let's change this to link, since that's a link is both the name and the URL. And let's manually go to the site and manually add this here. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Maybe refreshing fixed it, but external link. There, that worked a lot better. And this is multiple. Okay, and now since we refreshed, we lost this. So annoying, but maybe Bubble will fix this someday. All right, there's the workflow. And external is here now because we created it in the other thing. And add result to step 1. So that should get us the basics there. I guess we should fix that back button. What did this back button do? This was the other one. It did a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to copy this and paste it because it's like this one for this page one. This does almost the same thing as this. So I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to change which back button because there's only 2. I know it's the other one. And then here we're just going to change all this. So what are we doing? We're hiding custom page canonical. No, this time we're hiding external link. And then here we are resetting the data in external link. I don't even know if we need to do that. And custom event show pages. I think that's right. Let's see what happens. Refreshing. Okay. Okay, so I think that did the thing, but now let's click back. Yeah, let's check the database to see if we got that external link in the database. Yes, we did. So obviously now we need to do something. You know what? That back button action was probably a great action to do when you finish that. So let's see if I can hijack that. I can't really. This is not. I'm going to turn this into a custom event so that I can. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, so this is hide external link maker. Okay, and these are all still good, so they're not broken. So now we can add a workflow here that triggers that custom event, the hide external link maker, and then we can also put it in the end of here. We can do that same thing. So trigger that same one, hide external link maker. So now when you, let's refresh. Now when you finish and you click save, it'll go back for you. So let's just test this out. Yes, and we'll just go back. Yes. Okay, now we need a little list of the things. So again, I'm going to copy the existing stuff that's already built up here. Not this, not this. Where is it? Is it in the navigation? No. Somewhere up here. Oh, wait, it's probably under pages. Yes. So in the pages list, here we go. Oh, look at that. We already have it. See, this is the thing, is like it's so fast to develop in Bubble. I forget what I've already made. So I already like copied this down, but I just didn't like put this together. So what this is a repeating group in here. And I just copied from this one, and this one I copied from that one, and I just need to change it. So this is probably still pointing to the pages. Yeah. So we need to change it to this stuff we just set up, external link. Oh yeah, external link condition. I don't think this condition applies when the personas groupings are enabled. And you know what? This condition doesn't apply to the custom pages either. And I copied this from there, so we can delete that. Artist site pages count as 0, it'll hide. Yeah, that's what we want. So we want it for this one, the external links, same sort of thing. When the list of external links count is 0, we hide it. Yep. And so now in here, we want to change this again to external link. By the way, I have a rule when I have a repeating group. It always has one group as the first child, and I don't do more than that. Because if you get a whole bunch, then things get messy. So this is kind of like, I can use this for padding and margins and styling and formatting. So I always have one group and then I can put more stuff inside there. External links name, that kind of picked up automatically. This, you know, I don't know if we need an eyeball for this because it's just on or off. Let's see if that repeating group showed everything. There we go. There's our two things. Do we really need an eyeball? I guess we might as well follow the pattern. It could be useful to have a, you know, a link that's in there that you have disabled is hidden. And by default, it is not going to be hidden because you're creating a new one. Okay, so the external links is hidden is yes, means its eye is open. You know, these always confuse me. Like, if it's hidden, then the eye is open? Or does, yeah, like, what does that mean? Or should the eye be closed? Oh yeah, see, like, I think this is backwards because when I click on it, when the eye is open, you can see it. So I think these got backwards. So when it's no, then the eye is open and you get a different color. Okay, I'll refresh that. And the other thing we need to do is we need to when you click on this, we need to reopen the same thing that this does. Actually, not just to edit, but when you click everything except that eye. This eye already has an action on it, but here's the cool thing is I can add a workflow to the top group and it'll apply to everything except the eye. So you can still click everything else. And here we go. Remember, I set that show external link section as a custom event. Now I can just tie into it without having to like repeat those things. So show external link section. Oh, that didn't work when I did that. Oh, I didn't actually set up the action on here. So when you click on this, we need to trigger. Okay, here's a cool trick. I figured this out the other day. So what's happening is when you click on this eyeball, what we want to happen is if it is hidden now, we want to make it not hidden. And if it's not hidden now, we want to make it hidden. And, you know, the kind of first way you might try to do this is make changes to a thing. We're going to change the link. Whoops, what did I do? Try that again, link. And we're going to change is hidden. Now, do we make it is hidden yes or is hidden no? So we make it is hidden yes when the parent group's current link is hidden is no. Okay, so this is like the naive way of doing it. I should have copied instead of cut, where you do it this way, one for no, one for yes, right? So if it's yes, then you change it to no. If it's no, then you change it to yes. Here's the problem with this. Let's say you come in and it is currently no. Then that means it'll change it to yes. Now here it is yes. And so that means it'll change it to no. So you undo it. So the sort of slightly more sophisticated way, the way that it'll actually work is you put this condition up here on the workflow itself. And the workflow, you have two workflows and each workflow has that condition. But then you have two workflows, and that's super annoying because if there's other steps in here, you have to copy all of those workflows. So what you can do instead is you can make a single expression that gets all of this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paste this in here. And so if the current thing is hidden, which will be a yes or no, is no. So let's think this through logically. If it's yes, we want to change it to no. So if it's yes, this will be yes, and is no will be false. And so the result will be no, and it'll turn it to no. So that's what we want. Now let's consider if it's no. If it's no, and by the way, we don't need this for this section. If it's no, is hidden will be no. That is no, which is true, which means it will say yes, and that'll give the response yes. So it'll toggle it, it'll switch it if we use is no on the yes no or on the Boolean. Okay, so let's refresh one more time to show that. There we go. Now, I haven't added this to the actual menu yet, so you're not seeing anything, but let's check that I've got it working. Yep. So hello, and this is creating a new link. So you see I'm clicking to edit, and it's not actually populating, so we need to work on that now. So when you click on this and get in there, we're going to show it, but we also need to populate it. So group, we're going to set data in the group, and that's the external link canonical. So you see how this says canonical. Why did I put that word canonical? You might have been wondering. That's because this is the definition of where that external link is. So in here, whenever I'm referring to the current external link, I'm going to be referring only to this particular element. And so it's really easy for me to find sort of like the canonical reference because I always type the word canonical in brackets there. So we're going to send the current cell in there. Oh, this is red because right now that is expecting, where is that canonical thing? The type is wrong. Here it is. So I didn't update this yet. External link. And doesn't have anything by default. We're going to send it to it. Okay, so in here that should have turned blue. Yes. And I think that when we hide, we are unsetting that. Where we have hide external link maker. Yeah, we're resetting it. It should be blue like the other ones. See these custom states at the bottom having to do with hiding and showing that, so they're all kind of together. Okay, now that we've done that, we have that canonical thing set. So this needs to have some default text. Now, okay, do we want it? We could auto bind, or we could save manually every time. And this is always such a question. So we already have a pattern that we've set up here where we are clicking a button to save the initial time. So there's the create. And so I think it's just going to be easier if I don't try to use auto binding, because I'm just going to make a new button for when you're editing. So I'm going to take this auto binding thing off, and I'm going to give it an initial content of the canonical external link name. Copy that, come over here, do the same sort of thing, but we're going to change it to not name, but URL. Now we want this to show intelligently only, or maybe we want this to be a save changes. So we could do this two ways. We could either make two of these buttons and then hide and show one. But then the problem with that is I feel like there's always one hidden, and when you're doing edits, you kind of forget about it. And you might, if you're updating something, you might forget to update one of the hidden buttons, because only one shows at a time and one is kind of shown by default. The other thing you can do is you can have just the text itself change based on a conditional. Change this to say, instead of create external link, you can make it say save changes, and then have the workflow also have multiple workflows based on those conditions. But now that I think through it, I think having multiple workflows with conditions is kind of messy. I don't like bubble conditions are kind of annoying. So I'm just going to make an entirely new link called save changes. And we need to hide and show these intelligently. So this is going to collapse when hidden. This is going to collapse when hidden. This one's going to be not visible on load, and this one will be visible on load. So let's do this one first. Oh, why? This is already set up that way. That's interesting. So when external link is not empty, okay, it's like I'm getting into triple negative logic here. Okay, so let's say this case, save changes. That's when there is something there, so it's not empty. Then it should be visible. Yes. Now this one, when it's not empty, it should not be visible, and it starts out visible, so that works. Okay. I think that's good. We can just double check that those show up correctly. And then we'll go in here and click on add workflow to get this open. Okay, see, the way I do this, I refresh that because it takes a couple seconds. Then I pop back and I do some work that doesn't make a change, because if I make a change, then I have to refresh again. So I'm just getting it to the place I want it to be. Then I pop back over here and I can do my quick test. So I wanted to test how these two buttons work. So add new external link. Yes, it says create. Go back. Now let's edit one. And yes, it says save changes. But what is this down here? Was that there before? Oh, you know what? Y'all watched me create this. I had already created it down here. And look at how different. Please use the full URL. Please enter a valid URL. So I made slightly different copy. Okay, I'll delete that in a minute. But that seems to be working. So I'm just going to create the workflow now. When you're saving changes, we're going to make changes to a thing. The thing is that canonical thing again, external link. And we're going to change the name, and we're going to change the URL. Name is going to be input link name value, and URL is going to be input for URL value. That's it. But now we're going to also trigger the hide. And I think we're good there, except we have to come back in and find that random thing we just saw. It's this. It's over here. No, it's not that. It's this. This doesn't need to exist anymore. I've made it redundant. Okay. Does this need to exist? Oh, look at that. So show page could be show link, and that could be delete link. I'll come back to that. So now that should go away. It took me a minute to notice that. There we go. That's much cleaner. Cool. And we can hide them and show them. I'm not doing anything with it yet. But in here, hello. Oh, why did that? Did I make that up that it just like, when I typed it, it went to the beginning? Or did I actually click it here? Did I click it here? It seemed like when I clicked it, I was expecting to get the end. Maybe I just did that wrong. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Oh, and you know what I just realized? I had put some validation. I'm remembering now. I've doubled my work. I put some validation on that other one that I made. Let's just go back and find that validation. Yeah, I'm just going to copy this. So there's some validation in here. And I deleted it. And so I went back and I just messed up my stuff. But here's the cool thing about copying. If you get something that you need, you just go back, copy your thing you need, and then go forward. It redeletes it, reapplies my changes. And now I can come in here and I can paste, because this is all I wanted from that old thing. That was valuable. So here's something that I built before that kind of just makes it red if it's not valid. I just thought about that because this was like invalid. Do this again. Actually, let's do edit one. Hello. It should be red if it's not valid. Huh? Nope. Interesting. This is where I need to pull in my editor here and see what's going on. Did I get the correct item? Input URL. Here we go, the conditions. Oh, wow. And Error occurred trying to evaluate this property bad regex. Oh, so yeah, I don't even remember where I got this from. It's just bad. Okay, well, that didn't even work great anyway. This inputs value. I'll have to find some way to validate that it's a valid URL, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. We'll come back to this. This is feature first development. So I'm going to refresh again. I guess we have to enable that, and then we have to put it into the website. So these should show or hide correctly. When you click on show link, what actually happens in here? I guess there's no workflow. Is hidden. Let's see if that's even correct. Oh, why is this not working? That might work just like that because this I copied it from above, which is very similar. And I don't have the delete page thing, but this will be like delete external link. Okay, try again. So it says it is visible, but then here we're showing it's not visible. Did I get this backwards again? I really don't like these. Is hidden. So if it's hidden as yes, wait. Do I just need to switch it from is yes to is no? That might do it. Okay, that seems to make more sense. Test is visible. Okay. So this works now, except for some checking there. And of course, the location of this and the way this pops up here and this down here, this is terrible, but we're going to have a designer come in after me and clean this up a little bit. Now we can open the website. I think I already had it open there, but there's this menu up here that we're modifying. So we need to go to the website and find that menu. Oh, it's in this reusable. Landing page is visible. What is this? Is this the menu? Banner? No, this is, oh, that's a separate page. That's like a landing page we have. Navigation, there we go. Okay, so navigation consists of a home button that's always there. Artwork groupings. Let's paste something down here. Okay, this is not artwork groupings. This will be external links. You know, we probably need to abstract this even further so that you can have any order. Like, what if you want your external link to be in the middle of these? But we'll have to think about that later. Sites, artist sites, external links, all of them. And then what do we have in here? Category link needs to be changed. Love how that updates for you. And look, because I use the same property name, it just works. So let's refresh that. And now we might get to see some of our external links just show up in there. Oh, look, the spacing's wrong. So between the RG and the other item, there's a bigger space. And then within the RG, there's smaller spaces. So we need to fix that. But look, here's all of our little things. They showed up in the preview. That means they'll also show up on the actual page. I'm going to fix the space while that loads. The problem here is that this is, what's the gap between 10? And then this, the gap between is 20. So let's make it 10 between all. And look at that, there they showed up. And you know what? I never made the custom page one either. So I'm just going to copy this and paste that in. You know, I think the custom pages should be the second one. Oh, we should change this. This isn't what we're grouping. This is external links. And this one is custom pages. So they can like make their own page. Okay, so this custom, no, maybe it's a page. Artist site page, that's it. Sites, page. Pages. Inconsistent naming, whatever. Okay, so category length needs to be page. That works. And then the name is that. And then here, this is, I'm just realizing these need to be links, not buttons. These are buttons. They need to be links. So we are going to change this to a link. Can I do that? Yeah. And everything kind of works, but the destination page needs to be, this is going to take a minute. Oh, I haven't built any of this yet. So I'm not sure. So there is no page for it to go to yet. There's no page, but it will eventually for custom pages. So we'll have to do that later. But right now I'm working on this. And this also shouldn't be a button. This should be also a link. And there is a place to go. It's an external URL. It's the same URL that they put in there. So whatever that is, I'm going to paste it, changes from name to URL. And that should work. So now this one will be broken. The custom pages will, the link won't go anywhere right now. Also, look at this. They're not lining up top to bottom. So let's see. Let's look at this one. That's kind of like the one that already exists. Top, side, top, 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 top. So they're all top. Why is that one looking weird? It's like hovering up. What's the deal? Is it the height? This is a certain height. What's the style on this? This is fake link. Oh, it's because that was a button that was a fake link. And this is a real link. So we need like a style here. Fake button link. No, 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 no. We need just like link. Standard link. Oh, we need a menu link. Because this looks like a menu. Oh, that doesn't look good either. What did we do here? We did fake link with, oh, we had to use this font body because this is being dynamically set. The font is being dynamically set. So in here, this needs to just use, I guess, like something similar to fake link. It's funny that we don't have it matching up, that a button that's pretending to be a link doesn't look like a link that's just a standard link. That's what I would expect. I think we might need to make a new thing here. Like first, let's look at the button. Like, what is the fake link style doing? It's saying Lexend 14 pixels with a certain, that doesn't seem right at all. Blue, we don't use blue in our app. Oh, this blue, for the links, of course, but it's not showing up blue because the color is also being dynamically set. So this is a variable here. This particular variable is the text color, whatever the text color is. So I'm getting this now. So we're just going to leave this as standard. We're going to make it 18 pixels. We're kind of hacking everything. We're going to use the variable for font body, whatever that happens to be. So that'll dynamically set. And the color, again, is going to come from this particular one, the text color. So whatever the text is set at. There we go. And look at, see how that looks nice and consistent now. And I think that one probably already does it. And then this one's all messed up, but we need to do the same thing. So standard link, but we're going to overwrite it here. So this is, again, we're using this font variable, font body, and that is whatever the user dynamically sets it to. We're going to override this to 18, and we're going to set it to this text. That'll be whatever the user sets it to. So I'm not going to go into that now, but that's kind of what we're doing in other places. So we can now refresh both of these and see our beautiful links. I think you might be able to access this through the domain as well, but I'm just testing right now. Oh, look at that. No spacing. No spacing at all. How did that happen? We need to set some spacing in between. How did this one do it? Separators, which is under set fixed number of rows. Then I come to this one, separators. I don't get it, it's the same. It's 10, 10. Why are there no separator? Why are there separators on that one? See, there's separators there. See right there, but not there. Why? What's different in this? So I'm switching between them. It looks like pretty much identical to me. Yeah, maybe it's the something on there. No. What's different? This kind of thing drives me nuts. Reds, blues. Whenever I'm in this place where I'm like, oh, I don't know the answer, then this is actually kind of the interesting thing, because like everybody knows how to develop a bubble, or everybody can learn at least. But this is like I mean, anybody needs to know how to solve this sort of spot where you don't have an answer and you're just diagnosing. You're just kind of like looking around to see what's going on. This is a row, that's a row. You're just trying to figure it out. So this is like one of the hardest spots, because I don't have a lead here. I don't know what to do to make this work. Now I could just like, I don't know, I could just toss something in here, but I don't want to just toss a space in there because I want them to be consistent to each other. But I cannot figure out what's different. The reason I want them to be consistent is somebody who comes in here later and makes a change, I don't want them to say, oh, I'm going to change the spacing and then change it here, here, and here all the same way. And then it doesn't work the same way because they were implemented differently. So this is kind of like the converse of the DRY principle, which is don't repeat yourself. So in this case, we do want to repeat ourselves, but a better application, a better phrase would be consistent. So we want to be consistent. This is different than repeating ourselves. I mean, we are kind of repeating ourselves. We need to repeat ourselves, but when you do repeat yourself, be consistent. So kind of say that. That's the maxim. Now, again, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to have to give up and be inconsistent, maybe, possibly. Because I legit don't know what's different. Did I look here? Oh, this is a left and right and 5, and this doesn't. That was it. Forgot to look at the bottom one. So there needs to be a left and a right at 5 on the bottom element there. And that, I think, will make it all look good. We might have to pay some attention to the hovering effects later. Yeah, like only the links hover, not the buttons. So we'll have to do that. But I think other than that, this is looking good. Let's just check that. Like I can see down here in the, if you look right in the, like I'm kind of in the way. Let's move me out of the way. Okay, so look, when I hover over it, There, when I hover over it, look down in the corner over there. Is it, maybe if I go like this a little bit, you should see it. No? Why is that not coming up? That's weird. I can see it in mine. I can see the little, right down there in the bottom left corner right here, it shows the URL. But anyway, I'll just click on this. And it took me there. Hooray, the link works. It was a broken link, but it actually worked. So that's all that matters. And let's say I just want to fix these, like make them look consistent. Let's just do a little bit of eat your own dog food. Like, let's pretend that this is a real thing and I want it to look good. Like, here's the sort of edit somebody might make. They might come in and fix these. They add HTTPS. I don't know. They hide an item. Oh, look at that. It didn't actually hide it. So that's because I didn't implement the hiding. So external links. We're not just getting all the links as the source. We're going to filter. And we're going to only get the ones that is hidden, is false, or not false. No. How to do that? I feel like there's a chance I got this exactly wrong, where it's actually showing. There we go. Hide them all, show them all. And yeah, we can have this delete work, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now. Let's just check that this works as well. Nope, I never created that. Okay, that's the last thing we have to do, and then we're done. Manage website. Okay, where is that thing? We have to find it. Why is this suddenly looking weird? Didn't I fix that? There it is. Okay, so on click of this, there's no workflow, that's why. On click, did I do the toggle thing as a, yeah, I'm just going to copy this one because it's the same deal, but it's different. So instead of this page, yeah, we're going to choose page, artist site page. We're going to make this the external links, external link. I'm going to change is visible to canonical external link is hidden. Oh, I should have made it say the same. Instead of is visible, I should have made it is hidden. I think I have to flip this then. Because the other one says is visible and this one says is hidden. So being inconsistent. It didn't do it. Let's pop into debug mode so we can test, but I mean, is hidden. Oh, this always has to be is no. I didn't have to flip that because if you make it, this is the toggle thing. So that's all it was. Refresh one last time. I think we're done. Broke something with that. There we go. Aha, and you can see it showing up and hiding in the preview. So we got the basics down. There's obviously a lot more work to refine this, but feature first development. I'm just going to get the basic features working. I'm going to even come back to this feature later because now I've got the basic features working in the custom page. Hello. Go back. Yeah, where's my hello? There it is. Edit it. We're going to call it my awesome page. Oh no, I totally messed it up by clicking away too fast. See, now it's saved. There we go. And my awesome page. I never implemented this either on the other one that hides and shows that. I'm going to do that last thing just because I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, and again, it's not website, it's on this reusable site. We're in navigation, we're on the custom pages, and this needs to be filtered by is visible, is yes only. So now when I toggle that, I should see my awesome page appear and disappear. How long would this exact amount of work have taken me with traditional code? Days, maybe, depending on what my stack is. I mean, we had to make changes to the database. We had to make changes to components. We're doing page layout and navigation. We're doing, building a new a whole new UI that needs to match the other one. That's one thing that's easier in code is like, this could have just been like a component where you toss in a type. But the problem is we're using different database objects. So that could have been actually pretty tricky to do in code. So yeah, I don't know, probably it would have taken me several days to do this in traditional code. But yep, that's it for me for today. See y'all later.